Hello, and welcome to or back to my channel. I'm Kit, and here we talk about harmful beliefs and ideas promoted by certain influencers, content creators, and so on. And today, we're going to discuss how some masculinity coaches thought they were canceled for being Christian. Before we get into it, I would like to note that I don't know any of these men, and these are my thoughts and opinions on the content they put out for public consumption. That being said, thank you for clicking on this video, and I would like to give extra thanks to my patrons. Links to my socials and Patreon are below, along with sources and resources, and now on to the reason we're all here. I was just wandering the internet one evening, as you do, and then there was a mass cancellation of Christian men by the payment processing company Stripe. Well, not really, but they won't tell you that. I did find their initial reactions interesting though, so I wanted to talk about it. The players are Sovereign Bra, aka Chase, Pursuing Truth, Liberty, Jesus Christ, and Personal Sovereignty, New World Order Disrespecter, #Pureblood, #Bitcoin. Masculine Revival, aka Brendan, a dangerous misogynist with a few good ideas, which he got from Rachel Oates, pro-masculinity and marriage, no woke nonsense or red pill garbage, 165,000 plus on Instagram, Christ is Lord. Masculine Revival's co-host, Mike, God-fearing, traditional husband and girl dad ×2, saving marriages, building masculine Christian men, 800 deadlift, men's coach. Lawson Speaks Truth, husband of Bernadine Bluntly, helping Christian men dominate in life, love a woman, lead a family, leave a legacy. Will Spencer, troublemaker and host of the Renaissance of Men podcast, Christianity and masculinity are not in conflict, Stanford 02. There's a pattern there, but they all had different reactions to the news. Brendan was understated. Stripe just closed my account as well. Me and Mike got the same email within 15 minutes of each other. Chase was perplexed. I just received an email from Stripe saying they're suddenly closing my account due to alleged credit risk. My friends are receiving the same emails. What gives? @Stripe, @Elon Musk. Who else received this email? Will was resigned. Well, everyone, Stripe just closed my account. This is almost certainly a result of my India tweet from Monday. Meanwhile, Stripe just extended me a multi-$1,000 business loan about a month ago. My credit was fine then. I wonder what changed about my risk. Thinking emoji. And Mike and Lawson, well, Mike, canceled for Christ. God did not give us the spirit of fear. Full court press for the kingdom of heaven. If anything, this affirms the message we're all spreading. Christ is king. We will never water down the truth. Christ prevails. God remains victorious. The enemy will be our footstool. And Lawson, I take it as a sign that our messaging is on point. Obviously, this is an election year, and there are certain people out there that don't like the impact we are making for traditional values. Yes, they think it might translate into votes. Man, have they got us underestimated. Votes are the least of their worries. We are going to see a massive wave of new families raising up a tidal wave of godly children. And those children will make our values look tame. TikTok lefties, degeneracy has a shelf life. We will outbreed you. Lawson's response is a great example of how women's bodies are just a commodity to be used to outbreed the enemy. And is it just me, or does it sound like he's threatening war? But as you can see, they were freaking out, as I would be if my sole source of income was suddenly taken away. But as it turns out, there was no mass cancellation of Christians or anything like that. It was just a mistake. And the only reason I know that is because I happened to listen to last week's episode of Masculine Revival.
So I guess the next day we started to piece it together, and we realized that this affiliate account was shut down and frozen and turned off. Our main account was totally unaffected. Everything's completely fine.
Per Mike and Brendan, everything is fine, but none of them share that news on Twitter, and they still proceed as if cancel culture is a thing. And first, people have never wanted themselves or their companies associated with things that are not well received in the mainstream, and in the 21st century, those things include racism, anti-Semitism, sexism, homophobia, transphobia. If you make your living off spreading any or all of the above, yes, you run the risk of people not wanting to do business with you. That includes companies because people run companies. Second, cancel culture doesn't exist. Every time I hear about someone being canceled, they were just called out for something they did and then they proceed as normal. Usually still doing the thing they were called out for. It's just a buzzword conservatives use when they need to hype up their audience. And finally, there is no plot to rid the world of masculine Christian men, or masculine men in general. Other people have morals and rules to live by as well, even if you don't agree with them, and that should be respected. But, well, this is just a conservative thing at this point. Court fear and paranoia by telling your audience that the other side hates you. Everything you hold dear is under attack. You're going to be forced to do things that you consider sinful. And not only is that untrue, that is also unhealthy and dangerous. It is not healthy to think you're constantly under attack, and it's so dangerous to tell people that folks not like them are a threat to their way of life. We just want to live without being legislated out of existence. It has nothing to do with you and how you live your life. Unfortunately, there is money to be made in convincing people otherwise. And that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.